All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. In this video, we're going to share with you a conversation that I had with Brian Norman Sr. and several very prominent Jaron Ennis fans right before Jaron Ennis's fight with Usima Lima and a few weeks ahead of, or a month ahead of, Brian Norman Jr.'s fight with Devin Haney. I think that you guys will find this conversation very, very enlightening, and hopefully it can result in progress being made towards a Jaron Ennis and Brian Norman Jr. fight in the future. Please enjoy the conversation in this video.
I was saying,
Brian Norman Sr. in the building. What's up?
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, what's up, man? Hey,
what
that line, that shit
Where
you
you
said? Don't, look, wait. To the nigga that was just lying, don't talk no shit if you can't back it up. I ain't never in my motherfucking life said that. I have no answer to the question of if Boza did to my son, what would I do? I wouldn't give a fuck. Let's fight.
Well, how you gonna say let's fight? How you gonna say let's fight, senior? When you turned down your highest payday, senior, how you gonna say let's fight?
So wait a minute. Hey, check this out.
Did you have the opportunity to fight? Did you have the opportunity to fight?
So hold on, check this out. So the highest payday. So you gonna ask a question and listen to the answer. You're gonna do a bunch of yelling. All right. So we told them the fight was worth more money. Back to
hold on one second. I wasn't in the room while all it was going on. Y'all got to update me. I literally just want to make up. But what's good, Brian Norman Sr.? Nice to see you, brother.
What's up?
No, not yet.
I know you lost in the sauce. You don't know that shit he was talking. So hold on.
No, I have not heard a thing over thing in the last 10 minutes, bro. When I was off
I was defending Mr. Norman. I think that's his father. That's beef. That's what it is. And he's thinking that Mr. Norman, it ain't true. He's going overboard, paying Ennis down.
Hold on, man. Hold on one second, man. What's the issue? I got to ask a flat question.
No. You finna hear it. As I'm finna ask him this question, you finna hear it right now. He came on here. He told a damn lie. He said, I'm trying to destroy the man's career. How am I trying to destroy the man's career? By giving him what he said he wanted. Again,
he wanted a fight.
Wait. He said
giving him a fight. No, you're not giving him what he wanted. Are you fighting the man? Did you take the fight?
Hey.
No, so then you're lying again. Brian Norman Sr. lying. What do Boots Ennis want? A fight. Did you give him the fight? No. Shut up. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You threw being emotional. You want me to talk, or you want to keep being yourself up?
Hey, bro, don't talk about emotion because you let a grown man grip you up and ain't get your get back yet. So don't talk about emotion, fam. You let a grown man grip you and your son up and you did nothing.
Yeah. So you ready for me to debunk your shit, or you just want to keep talking?
Go ahead, Sam.
Okay. So they asked for a fight at the end of the year. Is that correct?
I don't know. You tell me.
Yes, they did. You know every motherfucking thing. Yes, they asked for a fight.
I know y'all dubbed Jaron Ennis. I know that. That's what I do.
They asked for a fight at the end of the year. We agreed to a fight at the end of the year. You do not hear right now. Listen, right now, you can't find nowhere. You can't post no link. You ain't going to find no link where they are saying that they moved up because nobody would accept the fight. You're not going to find no link where they said that we wouldn't fight them at the end of the year. You're not going to find no link to say they couldn't get no unification bout with Brian Norman.
You're the B-side. Who do you think you is to turn down fights to Boots and let Boots dictate when he move up and when he don't? You were supposed to take the fight.
So in other words, you just being a fan. So in other words, you being a fan, but you're not listening. You're not even listening to what I'm saying.
Did they send you?
So you're not. So in other words, you're just a fanboy. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
Hold on a second, bro. Hey, hold on. Nobody can hear what anybody's saying. So it's got to be one at a time. So go ahead and Dean and finish what you're going to say. And then Brian, when he's done, I'll give it to you. But let's not talk over each other because people can't understand, can't hear anything anybody's saying. All right, go ahead, Dean.
Fanon, this man turned down 3 different offers. And then after the fight, he was complaining about how he didn't like how his son was getting moved with Top Rank. When you could afford Boots Ennis and been the goddamn unified champ, if your son's so good, you say, I can't wait. I'm begging, bro. I'm begging Boots to beat my son ass. Then why not take the money and beat his son, and then fight the man? You know what you tried to do was turn down offers Fight somebody else, then revisit it later. That's what you tried to do. You didn't try to fight the man when you had the offer on the fucking table. We done heard it. We done been through this, my guy. That's all I'm saying. Now you may have tried to revisit it later when your new Boots was moving up, because he already said his prior fight, if he couldn't make it happen, that he was going to move up. We already know that. But you still talking about the man now when you ain't even at the weight class. But you the same motherfucker that told Bill Haney to stop talking about Boots.
Hey, let's chill on the motherfuckers like both ways. Let's chill with the motherfuckers and all that, man. Really, let's not do
it. You ready for that? You ready for my response, or you gonna keep talking?
Are you done, Dean?
Fan. He love Boots.
Yeah,
I hear it. It's very passionate about it. I hear it. This shit crazy.
You talk about him more than me. You talk about him more than me, but I'm passionate. Go ahead.
Okay, so he's finished. What were you gonna say? What are you gonna say, Brian? Mr. Norman Senior.
All right. Quick synopsis. What he talking about accepting the Boots? He really just made my point when he just said what he said. Initially, when this fight offer was made, which was last year, the fight wasn't even going to be able to happen because Karen fight was already ordered. We knew the fight itself was worth more money. So we said, no, you give us, we already got our trajectory of what we doing. We got what we going on with Top Rank, and we moving, and we going to get to what we had anyway. All right. So they give us an offer. We said that we'll fight you, and we'll fight you in Philly, but you got to pay a little bit more money. They ended up coming back. They paid Stanionis exactly what they paid Stanionis more, and Boots took money out of his purse immediately. Anybody can look this up. He paid Stanionis more than they tried to give us. Now, bottom line, my son never fought in 2024. My son never fought in that card. He would have never fought on that same fight. They made that offer for us, so no matter what, that fight would have never took place. Fast forward to 2025. We tried to make the fight happen after our fight that we were supposed to took last year. When we finally have the fight in March 29th, he fights Stanionis. We come back. I'm telling everybody on every platform, make sure y'all tell him, spam him, tell him to fight us, tell him to call us out. He never said a word. In that same press conference, you got Eddie Hearn saying that he talked to Bob. They want to make the fight. They pan over the Boots. They pan over the Bosey. They don't want to fight. Well, you just heard your man say they want to make the fight. So we get the fight locked in with Jen Sasaki. They want to fight at the end of the year. We get a fight locked in for Jen Sasaki for a lot of money. We go ahead and take that fight with Jen Sasaki. As we're getting ready to fight Jen Sasaki, Eddie Hearn comes back and says, we want to lock a fight in with y'all at the end of the year. We said, cool. We want to lock in the fight, but we'll negotiate the terms after the fight. Oh man. So I said, you know what? We ain't gonna lose this fight. We call Eddie Hearn right back. We ain't gonna lose this fight. We call Eddie Hearn right back. Eddie Hearn says, I'll call you tomorrow through text message. We ain't heard from Eddie since. The day before my son fight, he moves up. So what I keep trying to ask people, these fanboys, is, and wait, let me say this. This is the crazy part. Nobody on Boots' team, Eddie Hearn, nobody is saying we turn down the fight for the end of the year. Nobody is saying we turn down the fight off. Nobody. The only people saying that are these fanboys. You ain't gonna find us. You ain't gonna find us a thing saying that he moved up because he couldn't get a fight at 147. He moved up because he couldn't get a unification bout. He moved up because you ain't gonna find him saying that nowhere. He's saying he moved up because he was sick. He moved up because the doctor told him he was performing at 30%. That's a true story. You ain't gonna find nowhere else in this year, 2025, where he said Brian Norman didn't accept nothing.
All right. You done?
I'm done.
All right. That has nothing to do with y'all turning down. No, go ahead, Antoine. I was just about to go ahead, Antoine.
Senior, I talked to you on Mill City before. I don't have no problem. But what I do have a problem with, Senior, is I watch interviews, and I did hear you with Bill Haney the other day, and you did tell Bill, we're not talking about Boots, move on to the next subject. But right now in the algorithms, it's already populated with so many videos of you talking about Boots, calling them PUSSY, this, that, and the third. Now, my thing is, I thought you and like Bosey before all of that even happened. I swear I remember you saying that y'all had a relationship with each other, right?
Yeah.
You and Bosey know each other, right?
Yeah.
So you can't say that if you and Bosey know each other, that you wouldn't have a problem if Bosey was doing the same thing to your son in the media. That wouldn't be true, right? Or am I
absolutely
off?
wrong. Absolutely wrong because you got to understand when it went left at. You say you heard the interviews, but I guess you didn't hear all the interviews. Where it went left at was Bozy got mad at me because I told him his son hit like a girl. And then when I told him his son hit like a girl, he stopped answering my text messages after the Karen Trukadazian fight, the second fight. That's when it got blasphemous. That's when they start telling these lies about getting dropped at sparring and this and that. And that's actually, and you talking about the algorithms, understand what you're doing, just like this right here today. I know y'all just on here talking. I'm minding my business, just scrolling through. Hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on here minding my business, scrolling through YouTube, and I see it coming right up here on my TV. It's a fuck senior. He trying to destroy Boots in his career. I'm just minding my business, scrolling like what the hell they talking about. So understand this right here. This is not for none today because he ain't had nothing to do with this. Mill City, they do it on purpose for clicks. They do it on purpose because they drums up people coming in and giving and throwing shots. Mill City, yesterday, everything he doing, the interviews he keep putting out, that's the interview from a month ago. He keep clipping up the same interview and keep releasing it. That's not me talking about Boots. That's them asking me about Boots. They asked me about Boots so they can click it. And now after that, since I did the one with Mill City, I've been telling everybody, do not clip this shit and do not put this shit out there with Boots' name on it. If anybody been listening to my interviews, you've been hearing me say that lately. I say, don't clip this shit. When they ask me about Boots, I say, do not clip this shit. And I don't want to see my name nowhere with Boots on it with the headline. That's exactly what I've been saying.
Senior, I can respect that because I already know that because we can tell because you got the same clothes on. I make content too, so I already know that he's clipping that video up. It could be an hour-long interview, but he dropping it a week later, a part here, 5 minutes here, 7 minutes there. That's not my problem. My problem is with you, Senior, is that you know this. And you just said you know they're going to do it for clicks and views. Then you can't get mad at people like us that see that every day, that even if we understand where you're coming from, we may not agree. I know people in Philly too who was in the gym, and the story you tell is not the story that they tell. I wasn't there, so I don't know who lying, who not fucking lying. That part don't even matter. It's not even that we don't like your son. I don't like that you're moving the same way Bill Haney was doing, bro. You don't have to do that to big up Brian Norman
Oh
Jr. He
no, I
knocking
love B
people out.
Norman.
He can do that. He can do that on his own. At the end of the
First
day,
of all,
y'all didn't fight, Senior. Y'all went on to fight Jen Psaki. Then y'all try to act like y'all didn't know nothing about Jen Psaki. But Jen Psaki was at the last fight in the crowd. He didn't come from Japan for nothing. So I already know the play. I'm not a novice to this shit neither. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is, but my point is, if y'all didn't fight Boots, cool. Y'all may have had y'all reasons, business wise, whatever y'all thought was better. I'm not even mad at that. You got to get your money, Senior. And if you're going to
that
fight
ain't.
Boots,
But what I'm trying to tell you is we've been
Can
trying
I
to fight
finish?
the nigga. That ain't true.
Can I finish, brother? At the end of the day, y'all had 3 offers. That fight didn't happen. You said your son had a hand injury. Karen wanted to fight, even though we know Sandor Martin said the same thing and took step aside money for two times. So I don't even care about the Karen part. They could do what they want to do with that. But at the end of the day, Senior, when you go out here every day and you can't sit up there and say you're minding your business when every day all we see is Brian Norman Sr., Jaron Boots Ennis. Brian Norman Sr., Jaron Boots Ennis. So the problem, you mad at us for reacting to what we see out there in the public, but you go on platforms knowing they're going to ask you about this, knowing they're going to keep talking. It's been 7, 8, 9 months. So I don't care if you did it last month, Senior, 2 months ago. You're still doing it after you said that you wasn't going to do it, my good brother. If you're not going to fight Boots, leave this shit alone, fam. Bozy is not out here every interview. Brian Norman Jr., Brian Norman Jr., Brian Norman Jr., Jen Psaki. He's not doing that, fam. And I don't understand how you don't see that. And there's no way, Senior, you got to sit up here and tell me if Bozy you got a problem with us on YouTube saying something. You clicked on YouTube and saw a caption, but you would be okay with Bozy out here doing that shit? Come on, Senior, be real. You wouldn't, bro. You're not even okay with commenters talking crazy about your son without you being in the comments. But if Bozy was out there doing it, you would be okay with it? Nah, fam, I can't co-sign it. I don't believe you. So go ahead, senior.
First of all, you're definitely a fanboy. Second of all, I am just you making my point again. You just said I can't say
Why
I'm
gotta
just
be a
going to.
fanboy because I don't
God
agree with
damn, man.
you?
Let me think. I didn't say one
All right, then
word.
just stop the name
I didn't
calling
say
then.
one
Just stop the
word.
name
I didn't
calling then,
say
brother.
one word.
Hey,
So
hold on, man. Hey, hold on. Hey, Dean got a point on calling him a fanboy because I asked him not to say motherfucker. So it is a little shot at him you took.
You
But let's
muted.
keep it pushing, bro. Let's keep it pushing. Dean is let's keep it pushing. All
All
right.
right.
Go
So
ahead.
anyway, you made my point. You today making my point. You just said I can't say. I just be minding my business and I see things and this and that. When that's what I'm doing today. I ain't even been out my room today. I don't even know what's behind them doors today. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't even out my room at all today, and I'm sitting right here on YouTube, and I'm going through my TV, and I see fuck senior. He trying to destroy. I cut it up. I hear a bunch of lies. So let me make this clear too. I do not. I do not. People talk trash about my son all day, every day in comments. It would be a never-ending war trying to combat comments. I don't combat comments. I combat lies. I take care of lies. I don't like when people come in here lying. So I say here, listen to what you say. It could say, fuck saying he trying to destroy Boost in his career. And I would have never clicked on, but when I turned it up and I hear you saying, he out here saying, and the reason he got mad is because he didn't get mad and he didn't have no problem at all until Boldin said, well, that's not true. That's not what's true. That's not what happened. So I'm going to come.
Froze. You there? Is it you there?
Senior, you there? He froze up.
That's when I want to come back in and come back what people say. I don't care about your opinion.
Hey,
I don't care about your.
I'm sorry, brother. You got to back up maybe about 15 seconds. You froze.
Oh, my
You're
bad. My
freezing
bad. My
up.
bad.
You freezing
My bad.
up.
My bad. Can you hear me now?
Yes, brother.
Yeah. What I was saying is I don't combat people talking trash about my son at all. I combat lies. I get in the thing or whatever it is when they say something about something. I come back with some truth. I come back with some facts. And then we can have an argument on that. The reason I clicked on here because when I turned it up and listened to what you were saying, you was telling a bunch of lies. I spoke to CEO on such and such, and he said that's a lie. I spoke to, and the reason he got mad is because Bozen said about drop. That's the only reason. Until then, they was fine. That's a lie. So all I'm saying is tell the truth. I don't care about you talking about it. You put this out here today. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not again.
I told the
Today.
truth. I told the
But
truth. What are
you
you
did
talking
not tell the
about?
truth.
Yes,
You
I
said,
did tell the truth.
okay, wait. You said I didn't have a problem with Bozy or Boost until they said I got dropped.
That was
My son
Antoine.
got.
That was Antoine that said that. That wasn't me.
Well, that's
That
not
was
true. Then.
Antoine that said that.
And that's why I popped up because that's not true.
Oh, all right, but you would say
That's why I
I
popped up.
didn't
That's
say
not true.
that. But
Okay,
I didn't say that.
Whoever said it, I'm telling you, that's why I popped up because that's a lie.
I don't even care about that part. The part I care
But
about
it
is
don't matter. What I'm talking, I'm about truth. Don't come out here. Look, I tell
hold on
every platform.
So, Brian, 1 second, real quick. So, it wasn't Dean that said it, but that's cool because you said that you just heard it, but you can't see the face because no people ain't got their faces up. So, if Anton said it, what did Anton say that wasn't correct?
He came on and said that I didn't have a problem with Boost. I didn't start coming at Boost until Boza came out and said my son got dropped in sparring. That's a bold-faced lie. It's a bold-faced lie. I've been talking about Boost. I've been saying we want that fight. Since Boost said that they made us an offer and said we turned it down in August last year. I've been there like, nah, bro, we want that work. We want that smoke. That's what I've been saying ever since then. That ain't never stopped. That ain't never changed. It ain't never deterred. You got people, I mean, they're saying all kinds of stuff. So again, I'm about truth. You can have your opinion all you want. I'm gonna stand down and mind my business. I don't care if people don't like me. And the people talking about I'm moving like Bill, what are you talking about? How Bill move? What you talking about? Explain that to me.
What you mean how Bill move?
What you talking about? I'm moving like Bill. How am I moving like Bill?
Just go back to your interview with Malachi and Tate
No, you
Jones, and
tell
that's
me.
how
You
Bill
tell
moved.
me. I want to go back to you. You tell me.
We're not about to be up here playing semantics. You know damn well how Bill move.
I don't know
you
what
don't
you're
like how
talking
we
about.
move either. You don't
So
like
you
how
can't. So you can't tell me what I'm saying and what I'm doing. Then
how about this? How about this? Then I'm about to explain it real simple to you. Then okay, you listening? You are doing what Bill Haney did. Get your son name out there by attaching it to another fighter and then continue to talk about it every day. You know what Bill was doing with Gervonta? That's exactly what you're doing with Boots Ennis. So you could say that, oh, the last month I didn't go out here and they was clipping up the video, but you've been doing it for the last year. Damn near, fam.
All right, so peep game. Peep game. Yeah, big time. Peep game. My son sparred Gervonta Davis for none. I came on here and I told you about it. Everybody heard about it. My son's name was attached to Gervonta Davis. My son's name was attached to Terrence Crawford before. My son's name was attached to Jaron Ennis. And most recently, and most highly defined, way more known than Jaron Ennis, my son's name is attached and fighting Devin Haney. Why would I need to attach him to Jaron Ennis? Why?
I don't. Well, Senior, you could try to rewrite history. I don't know. That's a good question of why. I could type in on YouTube Brian Norman Senior, and all I see is Jaron Ennis. Let's do a little. Let's do a little experiment.
No, I can believe that's what it is because that's what's drumming up. That's what's drumming up the beat. That's what's drumming up the clicks.
No, but you're trying. No, you're trying. Go ahead, Senior. I ain't gonna go ahead.
I'm not trying to do nothing. That's what YouTube content creators are doing because it drums up clicking, it drums and it brings traffic to their channel.
Words. They using your words. They not sitting up here using an AI. It's you saying the stuff.
Because I'm saying it. You asked me about it. I'm going to say everybody know I'm very candid.
So don't blame it on the content creators.
I'm not blaming it. What I'm trying to tell you is ain't nobody trying to attach. I'm not trying to attach ourselves to no Jaron. We don't have to.
Whether you are trying or not, the reality, I told you, you living in Brian Norman Senior reality. I'm
going to holler at y'all, man. He ain't talking about that.
Okay. Oh, the reality is
all right, let's go.
The reality is, man, go get back from Tank. Don't call me a fan.
I'm gonna deal with that. You worry about the wrong thing. Get what?
Hey, hold on. Hey, slow up 1 second. Slow up 1 second, Dean. Just 1 second, because Brian about to run up out of here. Let's slow it down a little bit, man, because there's a lot of yelling. There's a lot of this stuff, man. I understand where he's coming from. I don't think cats, when you say lied, I think that's a strong word. People can be wrong about what their impressions are. You know what I mean? Like, if that's the first time that Anton ever heard of anything about you having an issue or wanting to fight Jaron Ennis, and that's the first time he heard it. I don't necessarily mean that got to be a lie. You can be misinformed. Same thing, same way about contractual relations that people have when you're not party to the contractual relationship yourself. You know what I mean? So it's always slippery footing when you tell people who are responsible for the fight and literally doing it themselves that they did or did not try to do something, man, especially when we define it in such a subjective way. I just hate that all of the anger and all of the angst, because Deem is not a fanboy. Deem is a legitimate dude, really does look into things. He ain't jumping on somebody's bandwagon just because to be jumping on people's bandwagons. He's a good dude. He just got a little extra energy. He got a little extra energy for you, which you probably, don't feel like you deserve, brother.
I got it. I'm glad you said that. So if that's true, let's see. I say if that's true that he's not a fanboy and he's about whatever, let's see can he admit to some facts. Hey, Dean, did Boost ever say why he moved up to 154?
Yes, he did say why he moved up to 154.
Why did he move up to 154?
He moved up to 154 as he was tired on waiting on unification fights.
That's not what he said.
And
that's not what he said.
I was at the fight. Jaron Ennis said, if I cannot get these unifications fights, I will be moving up to 154.
When he made an announcement for his move up, he said why he was moving up. You don't know what that announcement was?
You want to talk about when Eddie said that he's performing at 80% or whatever?
He said it himself.
What did he say?
He said it out of his own mouth.
What did he say, Senior?
He said that he went to the doctor. He was performing at 7%.
That's what I just said. That's literally what I just said.
Okay, so where you talking about? He moved up because he couldn't get the unification.
What do that got to do? That don't have nothing to do with him.
It got something to do with everything. It got something to do with everything. It got something to do with everything. What I'm trying to.
All right, but hold on. Did he pass? Hold on, Dean. I'm gonna give it to you. I promise. Can we get past him being a fanboy then? He answered the question. Hold on. Because he answered the question.
No, so he's still a fanboy.
I remember it. I listened to exactly what y'all said. He did let you know what it was that you just said. He said he was operating at 70%. Deem did say that. I heard it.
30%.
And
He said 30%. He said 30%.
But only for the sake of not calling somebody a fanboy, because I want to move on, because it's going to be a heated argument, man, if you call him a fanboy. I know Deem's not a fanboy. Just take my word for it. But doesn't mean he's right. Just, I wouldn't take, if you were calling them names, I would be saying the same. I mean, if he was calling you names, I'd be saying the same thing. So come on. Anyway, go ahead, Brian. What were you saying?
Okay. Did he ask for a fight at the end of the year?
Who, Jaron Ennis?
Yeah.
Of course, Jaron Ennis wanted to fight at the end of the year.
Okay. And he asked for one, and we said, okay. So what happened to it?
I don't know, Senior. You say a lot. First of all, Senior, you telling me what
it's
you
not
said.
About me, bro.
Can I finish talking, sir? Can I finish talking, sir? Your words mean nothing to me, Brian Armin Sr. I'm going to be honest with you, gang. Your words mean nothing to me, bro. Because you the same guy I saw on Mill City say you don't control your son's career and you let Bob and them take care of that because you ain't like the Jen Sasaki fight. You that same person. So to me, you don't handle your son's business.
Who said I didn't like the Jen Sasaki fight?
Hold on 1 second, man. I'm going to do something real quick.
That's a lie.
Mac D Live. Bro, let me explain something to you, brother. This is my fucking channel. Fucking beat it. I'm not saving anybody from anything, bro. I am patiently listening to two grown men have a discussion about what interests these two grown men. You can get the fuck up out my face telling me shit. Only thing I'm trying to do is make sure everybody listening can hear what they're actually talking about and people don't get overly aggressive with each other. That's it. That's the only thing I'm doing, man. I'm 56 years old. I'm trying to understand what's going on. But don't bug me with that bullshit. Go ahead.
I was saying, Senior is the same person that was on Mill City that was saying that he got to let Bob and them, he may not agree with everything that they doing, but Bob and their son got something going on and he going to let them do what they do. So your words don't mean that much to me because you don't get the final say, my guy.
Dog,
as simple as that.
Dog.
So now you do get the final
you just talk about lies. He just told a lie. I love the Jen Sasaki fight. I love the Jen Sasaki fight. We know.
I said that you did not like it.
You just said it.
I said that you said when you was on Mill City that you didn't like how Top Ranking them was all the way moving your son. But that's your son business and Bob Arum's business. And you're gonna let them handle that. That's what
so you didn't just say I didn't like the Jen Sasaki fight.
Is that I was talking about the promotion and the lead up for the fight, not the exact opponent. The promotion and lead up for the fight. You said on Mill City. You said on Mill City that you did not like it. You did not like how it was.
He's definitely a fanboy. He don't care about the truth. I gotta go. He's definitely a fanboy. He don't care about it. We gonna keep. He gonna keep ramming off on nothing, bro. He's lying. He's straight up lying.
Yeah, hey, Brian, I appreciate you, bro. Hey, Dean, we got to slow the conversation down a little bit. All right, brother. Appreciate y'all, man. Been a wonderful, wonderful day, bro. All right, you good, Brian? Appreciate you, brother. Hey, hold up for a second. Starborn, don't go nowhere. You good, Brian? Are you still there? You out? You froze?
I think he froze up.
All right. Yeah, that's heated and all that shit.